I have never done this before, so I'm just super gleeful. Hi Lizzie, watching. She does not have control right now. I do. Okay. Anyway, welcome. Hi. If you haven't joined us earlier in the afternoon, then this is the first time that you possibly see us even ever. Who knows? We are Shake-Scene Shakespeare, and we are here to entertain you with some scenes this evening. It's not quite dark yet over here in Germany, but it might actually still be light out in England. So by the time we're done, it will be dark. Okay, who's ready? We have an amazing cast. I will introduce everyone, even though their names are showing up, I'm sure. So, joining me from another country, but still on the continent, is Siegffried, who's underneath me. And then we have Lucia, who I do believe is in England like everybody else. It's just us two outliers. We have Eugenia, still in London, I assume. How's that
Where
for
else?
you?
Yeah.
Then we have Fergus, who told me he refused to go back to Ireland. We've got Lizzie Bell with an amazing hat. And Jill from Cornwall today, is it? And then last but not least, no, not last, not even least, Valentina as Buckingham. And last but not least, finally, we get to Lizzie Huxley. Are we going to see the pumpkin?
No, she's downstairs with her
father. Oh, okay.
Behaving themselves.
Wonderful. So, just to explain a little bit of what we're doing to the audience, we work from cues. So, all of these guys have only seen the cues that make them speak and their lines. And just before we came online, I've actually told them what scenes they're in together. So this is how this works. This is Lizzie Conrad Hughes' amazing technique, and we're all here for it, and we cannot wait. So if I can send everybody back to the virtual tiring house, as we like to call it. And we shall start with the first scene. Now, we are going to Richard III. If you don't know this play, just have a look at what happens. What happened is the current king has died, and everyone has moved to welcome the young prince and take him to London to be coronated. And we see how that goes, shall we? So, if I can get a quick yes, we're ready from everybody in this scene. I think it's literally everybody in this session. So it's a full cast.
Ready.
Aye.
Yes.
Ready.
Perfect.
Ready.
I'm gonna disappear and we are going to start.
Welcome, sweet prince, to London, to your chamber.
Welcome, dear cousin, my thoughts sovereign. The weary way has made you melancholy.
No, uncle, but our crosses on the way have made it tedious, wearisome, and heavy. I want more uncles here to welcome me.
Sweet prince, the untainted virtue of your years hath not yet divided into the world's deceit. No more can you distinguish of a man than of this outward shoe, which God he knows seldom or never jumpeth with a heart. Those uncles which you want were dangerous. Your grace attended to their sacred words, but looked not to the poison of their hearts. God keep you from them and from such false friends.
God keep me from false friends, but they were none.
My lord, the Mayor of London comes to greet you.
Bless your grace, with health and happy days.
I thank you, good my lord, and thank you all. I thought my mother and brother York would long ere this have met us on the way. Ay, what a slug, Hastings, that he comes not to tell us whether they will come or no.
And in good time, here comes the sweating lord.
Welcome, my lord. What, will our mother come?
On what occasion, God he knows, not I. The Queen your mother and your brother York have taken sanctuary. The tender prince would fain have come with me to meet your grace, but by his mother was perforce withheld.
Fie, what an indirect and peevish course is this of hers! Lord Cardinal, will your grace persuade the Queen to send the Duke of York unto this princely brother presently? If she denies, Lord Hastings go with him, and from her jealous arms pluck him perforce.
My Lord of Buckingham, if my weak oratory can from his mother win the Duke of York, anon expect him here. But if she be obdurate to mild entreaties, God forbid, we should infringe the holy privilege of blessed sanctuary. Not for all this land would I be guilty of so great a sin.
You are too senseless, obstinate, my lord, too ceremonious and traditional. Wait but with the grossness of this age. You break not sanctuary in seizing him. The benefit thereof is always granted to those whose dealings have deserved the place, and those who have the wit to claim the place. This prince hath neither claimed it nor deserved it, and therefore, in my opinion, cannot have it. Then, taking him from thence, that is not there, you break no privilege, nor charter there. Oft have I heard of sanctuary men, but sanctuary children, ne'er till now.
My lord, you shall o'errule my mind for once. Come on, Lord Hastings, will you go with us, with me?
I go, my lord.
Good lords, make all the speedy haste you may. Say, Uncle Gloucester, if our brother come, where shall we sojourn till our coronation?
Were it think best unto your royal self. If I may counsel you, some day or two your highness shall repose you at the tower. Then where you please, and shall be thought most fit for you best health and recreation.
I do not like the tower of any place. Did Julius Caesar build that place, my lord?
He did, my gracious lord, begin that place, which since succeeding ages have re-edified.
Is it upon record, or else reported successively from age to age, he built it?
Upon record, my gracious lord.
But say, my lord, it were not registered. Methinks the truth should live from age to age, as 12 retail to posteries, even to the general ending day.
So wise, so young, they say do never live long.
What say you, uncle?
I say, without characters, fame lives long. Thus, like the formal vice in iniquity, I moralize two meanings in one word.
That Julius Caesar was a famous man, with what his valour did enrich his wit set down to make his valour live. Death makes no conquest of his conqueror, for now he lives in fame, though not in life. I'll tell you what, my cousin Buckingham.
What, my gracious lord?
And if I live until I be a man, I'll win our ancient right in France again, or die a soldier as I lived a king.
Short summers likely have a forward spring.
Now, in good time, here comes the Duke of York.
Richard of York, how fares our noble brother?
Well, my dear lord, so must I call you now.
Ay, brother, to our grief, as it is yours. Too late he died that might have kept at that title, which by his death hath lost much majesty.
How fares our cousin, noble Lord of York?
I thank you, gentle uncle. Oh, my lord, you said that idle weeds are fast in growth. The prince, my brother, hath outgrown me far,
He hath, my lord.
and therefore is he idle.
Oh, my fair cousin, I must not say so.
Then he is more beholding to you than I.
He may command me as my sovereign, but you have power in me as in kinsman.
I pray you, uncle, give me this dagger.
My dagger, little cousin, with all my heart.
A beggar, brother?
Of my kind uncle that I know will give, and being but a toy, which is no grief to give.
A greater gift than that I'll give my cousin.
A greater gift. Oh, that's a sword to it.
Aye, gentle cousin, were it late enough.
Oh, then I see. You will part but with light gifts. In weightier things you'll say a beggar nay.
It is too weighty for your grace to wear.
I weigh it lightly, were it heavier.
What, would you have my weapon, little lord?
I would that I might thank you as you call me.
How?
Little.
My Lord of York will still be cross in talk. Uncle, your grace knows how to bear with him.
You mean to bear with me, not to bear, you mean to bear me, not to bear with me. Uncle, my brother mocks both you and me, because that I am little, like an ape. He thinks that you should bear me on your shoulders.
With what a sharp provided wit he reasons. To mitigate the scorn he gives his uncle, he prettily and aptly taunts himself. So cunning and so young is wonderful.
My lord, wilt you please you pass along? Myself and my cousin Buckingham will to your mother to entreat of her to meet you at the tower and welcome you.
What? Will you go unto the tower, my lord?
My
Why?
Lord Protector will have it so.
I shall not sleep in quiet at the tower.
Why, what should you fear?
Mary, my uncle Clarence, angry ghost. My grandam told me he was murdered there.
I fear no uncle's dead.
Nor none that live, I hope.
And if they live, I hope I need not fear. But come, my lord, with a heavy heart, thinking on them, go I unto the tower.
Well, how do we think that will end? Apparently we have a caller who knows the answer. Anyway, that was wonderful. We shall move along and go to our second scene, which takes us to, funnily enough, not Verona, but Milan, even though it is the two gentlemen of Verona. And we will have Proteus, who just arrived, reuniting with Valentine, who very much has some news for him. So let's see what he's got to tell his friend. Is everyone ready, or do I need to waffle a little bit longer since everyone was in the last scene?
I think we're good.
Ready?
Perfect.
Yep, ready.
Was that a yes?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see what happens.
Madam, my lord your father would speak with you.
I wait upon his pleasure. Come, Sir Thurio, go with me once more. A new servant, welcome. I'll leave you to confer of home affairs. When you have done, we look to hear from you.
We'll both attend upon your ladyship.
Now tell me, how to all from whence you came?
Your friends are well, and have them much commended.
And how do yours?
I left them in all health.
How does your lady, and thrives your love?
My tales of love were one to worry you. I know you joy not in a love discourse.
Ay, Proteus, but that life is altered now, and I have done penance for condemning love. O gentle Proteus, love's a mighty lord, and hath so humbled me as I confess there is no woe to his correction, nor to his service no such joy on earth. Now, no discourse except it be of love.
Enough.
Now can I break my fast, dine, sup, and sleep upon the very naked name of love.
Enough! I read your fortune in your eye. Was this the idol that you worship so?
Even she. And is she not a heavenly saint?
No, but she is an earthly paragon.
Call her divine.
I will not flatter her.
Oh, flatter me, for love delights in praises.
When I was sick, you gave me bitter pills, and I must minister the likes to you.
Then speak the truth by her. If not divine, yet let her be a principality, sovereign to all the creations on the earth.
Except my mistress.
Sweet, accept not any, except thou wilt accept against my love.
Have I not reason to prefer mine own? Why, Valentine? What brigadism is this?
Pardon me, Proteus. All I can is nothing. To her whose worth makes other worthinesses nothing, she is alone.
Then let her alone.
Not for the world. Why, man, she is mine own. And I, as rich in having such a jewel as 20 seas, if all the sands were pearls, the water nectar, and the rocks pure gold, forgive me that I do not dream on thee, because thou seest me dote upon my love. My foolish rival and her father likes, only for his possessions are so huge, is gone with her along, and I must after, for love, thou knowest, is full of jealousy.
But she loves you.
Aye, and we are betrothed, nay more, our marriage hour, with all cunning manner of our flight determined of. How I must climb her window, the ladder made of cords, and all the means plotted, and agreed for my happiness. Good Proteus, go with me to my chamber in these affairs to aid me with thy counsel.
Go on before. I shall inquire you forth. I must unto the road to disembark some necessaries that I need use, and then I'll presently attend you.
Will you make haste?
I will. Even as one heat another heat expels, or as one nail by strength drives out another, so the remembrance of my former love is by a newer object quite forgotten. Is it mine or Valentine's praise? Her true perfection or my false transgression? That makes me reasonless to reason thus. She is fair, and so is Julia that I love, that I did love, for no, my love is thawed, which like a waxen image against fire bears no impression of the thing it was. 'Tis but her picture I have yet beheld, and that hath dazzled my reason's light. But when I look upon her perfections, there is no reason but I shall be blind. If I can check my erring love, I will. If not, to compass her, I'll use my skill.
I'm side-eyeing Proteus so much right now. I think you are probably too. Okay. That was another scene that we actually have. I should mention this, done in a Zoom recorded play. So if you're curious what happens after this, then you can check out our YouTube account. As far as I know. Same goes for Richard III. We did that earlier in the year. And just if you're interested, do check out how our hair for the facial hair has changed. It's been a wild year. So to entertain us a little bit more in this weird year, we are now going to ancient Greece. And we are going to see what happens in Troilus and Cressida. And most of all, what has happened to those two. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yes, this is the scene after that wink, wink, nudge, nudge happened in their relationship. And international politics are going to start to intervene and things might happen. I'm not going to say, I'm spoilering already. So, do I have everyone in this scene?
Ready.
Ready?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, take it away, guys.
Dear, trouble not yourself. The morn is cold.
Then, sweet my lord, I'll call my uncle down. He shall unbolt the gate.
Trouble him not. To bed. To bed. Sleep kill those pretty eyes and give as soft attachment to thy senses as infants empty of all thought.
Good morrow, then.
I prithee now to bed.
Are you weary of me?
Oh, Cressida, but that the busy day, waked by the lark, hath roused the ribald crows, and dreaming night will hide our joys no longer. I would not from thee.
The night has been too brief.
Beshrew the witch! With venomous wits she stays as tediously as hell, but flies the grasps of love with wings more momentary swift than thought. You will catch cold and curse me.
Prithee, tarry. You men will never tarry. Oh, foolish Cressid. I might have still held off, and then you would have tarried. Hark, there's one up.
What? Is all the doors open here?
It is your uncle.
The postilion's on him. Now will he be mocking? I shall have such a life.
How now? How go, maidenheads? Here, you maid! Where's my cousin Cressid?
Go hang yourself, you naughty mocking uncle. You bring me to do, and then you flout me too.
Oh, to do what? To do what? Let her say what? What have I brought you to do?
Come, beshrew your heart. You'll ne'er be good, nor suffer others.
Alas, poor wretch! Poor Capocia has not slept tonight. Would he not, a naughty man, let him sleep? A bugbear take him.
Did not I tell you? Would he were knocked in the head. Who's that at door? A good uncle, go and see. My lord, come you again into my chamber. You smile and mock me as if I meant naughtily. Come, you are deceived. I think of no such thing. Oh, how earnestly they knock! Pray you, come in. I would not for half Troy have you seen here.
What's there? What's the matter? Will you beat down the door? How now? What's the matter?
Good morrow, lord. Good morrow.
Oh, who's there? Oh, my lord Aeneas! By my troth, I knew you not. What news with you so early?
Is not Prince Troilus here?
Here? What should he do here?
Come, he is here, my lord. Do not deny him. It doth import him much to speak with me.
Is he here, you say? Well, 'tis more than I know, I'll be sworn. For my own part, I came in late. What should he do here?
Oh, nay then, come, come. You'll do him wrong ere you're aware. You'll be so true to him to be false to him. Do not you know of him, but yet. Go fetch him hither, go.
How now? What's the matter?
My lord, I scarce have leisure to salute you. My matter is so rash. There is at hand Paris, your brother, and Deiphobus, the Grecian Diomed, and our Antenor, delivered to us, and for him forthwith, ere the first sacrifice, within this hour, we must give up to Diomedes' hand the lady Cressida.
Is it so concluded?
By Priam and the general state of Troy, they are at hand and ready to effect it.
How my achievements mock me. I will go and meet them. And Lord Aenaz, we met by chance. You did not find me here.
Good, good, my lord. The secrets of nature have not more gift in taciturnity.
Is it possible? No sooner got but lost. The devil taken Antenor, the young prince will go mad. A plague upon Antenor! I would I had broke his neck.
How now? What's the matter? Who was here? Why sigh you so profoundly? Where's my lord? Gone. Tell me, sweet uncle, what's the matter?
Would I were as deep under the earth as I am above.
Oh, the gods, what's the matter?
Prithee, get thee in, would thou hadst ne'er been born. I knew thou wouldst be his death. Oh, poor gentleman, a plague upon Antenor.
Good uncle, I beseech you, on my knees, beseech you, what's the matter?
Thou must be gone, wench. Thou must be gone. Thou art changed for Antenor. Thou must to thy father and be gone from Troilus. 'Twill be his death. 'Twill be his bane. He cannot bear it.
Oh, you immortal gods, I will not go.
Thou must.
I will not, uncle. I have forgot my father. I know no touch of consanguinity, no kin, no love, no blood, no soul so near me as the sweet Troilus. Oh, you gods divine, make Cressid's name the very crown of falsehood. If ever she leave Troilus, time, force, and death, do to this body what extremes you can. But the strong base and building of my love is as the very centre of the earth, drawing all things to it. I'll go in and weep.
Do.
Tear my bright hair and scratch my praised cheeks, crack my clear voice with sobs and break my heart with sounding Troilus. I will not go from Troy.
Well, that was different. Do we think this is going to end well? Maybe. So, that was Troilus and Cressida. Another one that we actually have in our catalogue. I want to take us still in the same time, ancient times, now across the sea over to Egypt, where Cleopatra is being entertained at her court, but missing Antony, missing him terribly. So she sent out word to her lover, and she is expecting something. And obviously the whole court is there to try and entertain her until that happens, because you don't want to put Cleo in a bad mood. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anyway, until I talk myself into a hole, how are people with their costumes? Everyone ready?
Sure.
Yes.
Ready?
Grand.
A second to rename myself.
Okay, no worries. I can keep waffling. I was just digging a hole there and I didn't want to keep digging if I didn't have to.
There you go, done.
Fabulous. Okay, take it away, guys. To Egypt we go.
Oh, Charmian.
Madam.
Oh, give me to drink mandragora,
Why, madam?
that I may sleep out this great gap of time. My Anthony is away.
You think of him too much.
Oh, 'tis treason!
Madam, I trust not so.
Thou eunuch Mardian? Mardian? Hello?
What your Highness pleasure?
Well, not now to hear thee sing. I take no pleasure in aught that an eunuch has. 'Tis well for thee, that being unseminar'd, thy freer thoughts may not fly forth from Egypt. Hast thou affections?
Yes, gracious madam.
Indeed.
Not indeed, madam, for I can do nothing but what indeed is honest to be done. Yet have I a fierce affection, and think what Venus did with Mars.
Oh, Charmian, where thinkst thou he is now? Stands he or sits he? Or does he walk? Or is he on his horse? Oh, happy horse, to bear the weight of Anthony. Do bravely, horse, for wast thou whom thou movest? The demi-atlas of the earth, the arm and burgonet of man. He's speaking now, or murmuring. Where's my serpent of the old Nile? For so he calls me. Oh, now I feed myself with most delicious poison. Think of me, that I am with Phoebus amorous pinches black, and wrinkled deep in time. Broad-fronted Caesar, when thou wast here above the ground, I was a morsel for a monarch, and great Pompey would stand and make his eyes grow in my brow. There would he anchor his aspect and die with looking on his life.
Sovereign of Egypt, hail.
How much unlike art thou, Mark Anthony? Yet coming from him that great medicine hath with his tinct glided thee. How goes it with my brave Mark Anthony?
Last thing he did, dear queen, he kissed the last of many double kisses. This orient pearl, his speech sticks in my heart.
Oh, mine ear must pluck it thence.
Good friend, quoth he, say the firm Rome to great Egypt sends this treasure of an oyster, at whose foot to mend the petty present I will pierce the opulent throne with kingdoms. All the East, say thou, shall call her mistress. So he nodded, and soberly did mount an armed gaunt steed, who did neigh so high that I would have spoke was beastly dumb by him.
What was he, sad or merry?
Oh, like to the times over the years between ye extremes of hot and cold, he was nor sad nor merry.
Oh, well divided disposition. Note him, good Charmian. 'Tis the man, but note him. He was not sad, for he would shine on those that make their looks by his. He was not merry, which seemed to tell them his remembrance lay in Egypt with his joy, but between both. Oh, heavenly mingle, be'st thou sad or merry, the violence of either thee becomes, so does it no man's else. Metst thou my posts?
Aye, madam, 20 several messengers. Why do you send so thick?
Who's born that day when I forget to send Anthony? Shall die a beggar. Ink and paper? Welcome, my good Alexis. Did I, Charmian, ever love Caesar so?
Oh, that brave Caesar.
Oh, be choked with such another emphasis. Say the brave Anthony.
The valiant Caesar.
By Isis, I will give thee bloody teeth, if thou with Caesar paragon again. My men of men.
By your gracious pardon, I sing but after you.
My salad days when I was green in judgment, cold in blood, to say as I said then, but come, away. Get me ink and paper, he shall have every day a several greeting, or I'll people Egypt.
Yeah, she is a force to be reckoned with, isn't she? You do not want to cross clear. You really do not. That was wonderful. I love that scene. It's one of my favorites. There's another one that I hope we will do at some point with a messenger. Another messenger, I think. Am I wrong? Again, I'm just digging myself into more holes until I'm hopefully giving everybody enough time to change for the next scene, which takes us way up north to Denmark. I wonder what that play is. No, yes, we are going to the court of Elsinore in Denmark, and we are about to see, well, we're about to see everybody after a lot of meep has gone down already. So Hamlet's obviously not had a very good time of it, and he has accidentally murdered Ophelia's father and been exiled to England. Do we think that solves anything? Unfortunately not. Things just continue to get worse at Elsinore, and that is where we are picking back up. So, are my players ready?
Yes.
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 Just renaming, give me 1 sec.
Amazing. Okay. So, we will find out what happens in Hamlet's absence.
Done.
Yay! Perfect. Okay. I really shouldn't be this happy and amused because this scene, well, you will see. You will see. Have fun, everyone.
I will not speak with her.
She is importunate, indeed distracted. Her mood will needs be pitied.
What would she have?
She speaks much of her father.
For good she was spoken with, for she may strew dangerous conjectures in ill-breeding minds. Let her come in. To my sick soul, as sin's true nature is, each toy seems prologue to some great amiss.
Where is the beauteous majesty of Denmark?
How now, Ophelia?
How should I your true love know from another one? By his cockle hat and staff, and his sandal shone.
Alas, sweet lady, what imports this song?
Say you, pray you, mark. He is dead and gone, lady, he is dead and gone. At his head a grass-green turf, at his heels a stone.
Nay, but Ophelia.
Pray you, mark. White his shroud as a mountain snow.
Alas, look, here, my lord.
Larded with sweet flowers, which be wept to the grave did not go with true love showers.
How do you, pretty lady?
Well, God you. They say the owl was a baker's daughter. Lord, we know what we are, but know not what we may be. God be at your table. pray you, let's not have no words of this. But when they ask you what it means, say you this. Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day, all in the morning betime. And I, a maid at your window to be your Valentine. Then up he rose and donned his clothes and upped the chamber door. Let in the maid, let out a maid, never departed more.
Pretty Ophelia.
Indeed, la? Without an oath, I'll make an end on't. By gifts and by sincerity, alack and fie for shame. Young men will do't if they come to it. By cock, they are to blame. Both she before you tumbled me, you promised me to wed. So would I have done by yonder sun, and thou hast not come to my bed.
How long has she been thus?
I hope all will be well. We must be patient. I cannot choose but weep to think that they should lay him in cold ground. My brother shall know of it. And so I thank you for your good counsel. Come, my coach. Good night, ladies. Good night, sweet ladies. Good night.
Follow her close. Give her good watch, I pray you.
That was... Wow, that was a lot, wasn't it? I honestly don't know what else to say to this scene. It breaks my heart every time. Okay, right, shaking that one off somehow. We are moving back down south to warmer, maybe happier places. And we are off to see what happens in the Capulets' household just before the party. The Lady Capulet really needs to talk to her daughter Juliet, and so she has asked the nurse to bring her and to arrange a meeting, a formal meeting, because she has something to tell her. And we are about to find out what. Is everyone ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing. I don't have to dig myself a hole this time. Okay. Off we go. Let's see what happens.
Nurse, where's my daughter? Call her forth to me.
Now by my maidenhead, at 12 years old I bade her come. What lamb? What ladybird? God forbid. Where's this girlie? What Juliet?
How now? Who calls?
Your mother.
Madam, I am here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, give me leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back again. I have remembered me. Thou'lt hear our counsel. Thou knowest my daughter is of a pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age upon an hour.
She's not 14.
He lay 14 in my teeth. I'll lay 14 in my teeth, and yet to my teen be it spoken. I have but 4, she's not 14. How long is it now to Lammas tide?
A fortnight and odd days.
Even or odd, of all the days in the year, come Lammas Eve at night, shall she be 14. Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls, were of an age. Well, Susan is with God, she was too good for me. But as I said, on Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. That shall she, Barry, I remember it well. 'Tis since the earthquake now 11 years, and she was weaned, I shall never forget it, of all the days of the year upon that day. For I had then laid wormwood to my dug, sitting in the sun under the dove-house wall. My lord and you were then at Mantua. Nay, I do bear a brain. But as I said, when it did taste the wormwood on the nipple of my dug and felt it bitter, pretty fool to see it tetchy and fall out with the dug. Shake, quoth the dove-house, 'twas no need I trow to bid me drudge. And since that time it is 11 years, for then she could stand alone. Nay, but the Ruth she could have run and waddled all about. For even that day she broke her brow, and then my husband, God be with his soul, was a merry man, took up the child. Yea, quoth he, dost thou fall upon thy face? Thou wilt fall backward, then thou have more wit, wilt thou not, Jewel? And by my holy dam, the pretty West left crying, and said I, to see thee now, her jest shall come about, I warrant, and shall live 1,000 years, I shall never forget it. Wilt thou not, Jewel, quoth he, and pretty fool stinted and said, I.
Didn't do, I pray thee, nurse, say I.
Enough of this, I pray thee, hold thy peace.
Yes, madam, yet I cannot choose but laugh to think it should leave crying and say I. And yet I warrant it had upon the brow a bump as big as a young cockerel's stone. Perilous knock, and it cried bitterly. Yea, quoth my husband, fall so upon thy face, wilt thou not fall backward when so come to age? Wilt thou not, Jewel? It stinted and said, I.
It is an honour that I dream not of.
Line.
And stint thou to pray thee, nurse.
And stint thou too, I pray thee, nurse, say I.
This I have done. God mark thee to his grace, thou wast the prettiest babe that e'er I nursed, and I might live to see thee married once, I have my wish.
Marry is the very theme I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honour that I dream not of.
An hour, were I not thine only nurse, I would say thou had sucked wisdom from thy teat.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you here in Verona, ladies of esteem are already made mothers. By my count, I was your mother much upon these years that you are now a maid. Thus then, in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady, such a man as all the world. Why, he's a man of wax.
Verona's summer hath not such a flower.
He's a flower, in faith, a very flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you shall behold him at our feast. Read over the volume of young Paris' face and find delight writ there with beauty's pen. Examine every small lineament and see how one another lends content. And what obscured in his fair volume lies, find written in the margent of his eyes. This precious book of love, this unbound lover, to beautify him, only lacks a cover. The fish lives in the sea, and 'tis much pride for fair without, the fair within to hide. That book in many's eyes doth share the glory, that in gold clasps, locks in the golden story. So shall you share all that he doth possess, by having him, making yourself no less.
No less, nay, bigger. Women grow by men.
Speak briefly. Can you like of Paris love?
I'll look to like, if looking liking move, but no more deep will I dart mine eye. Then your consent gives strength to make fly.
Madam, the guests are come, supper served up, you called, my young lady asked for, the nurse cursed in the pantry and everything in extremity. I must hence to wait, beseech you follow straight.
We follow thee, Juliet. The county stays.
Go, girl. Seek happy nights to happy days.
And off they go. And what could possibly go wrong? Yes, that. Anyway, that was wonderful. And that was our last scene. If I could ask everybody to come back online, or put their cameras back online rather, and give yourselves a round of applause. It was amazing. I think you've raised the bar again. I don't think Lizzie would be annoyed if I said that, because I think we did. And what I should have said in the beginning, but I'm going to do at the end, is if you had fun with us, I'm going to plug our donation link, because we do work for free. We're doing this for funsies, but it's absolutely welcome if you like to give us a donation. Part of it is going to the Stephen Lawrence Foundation, and another portion of it is going to everyone on the cast and everybody involved who is still finding it difficult. These times are hard for everybody, and so we are hoping to at least do a little bit, as much as we can. But most of all, we hope that you enjoyed our scenes. And just behind your screen, if you could give a round of applause to Valentina, Jill, Lizzie Bell, Lizzie Huxley, Eugenia, Lucia, Siegffried, and Fergus. Thank
Tamara
you.
for her first book holding.
And thank you. Yes. I hope I didn't embarrass myself so much that Lizzie's like, nah, never. Not her. All right. Well, have a lovely evening. Enjoy the rest of your day. It is a Sunday, so don't think about Monday yet. And yes, that was it from us. If we can all just wave until Valentina takes us offline, that would be lovely. Bye. She's just leaving it now. She just wants us to do this. This is totally a prank. I know this is a prank.
Yeah, we don't have Lizzie here to do her Muppet dance.
Well, we should just practice our Queen